Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Real quick, we're gonna go through the Real Housewives of Potomac. I want to start my video off first by apologizing for being 2 days late. I know y'all know I hate to be late, but I have a reason. Like Sunday, nails popping. I went to get my standing pedicure. I was at the nail spa and I got my toes popping the same neon color. Then I went over to Sally's to see my BFF. And as I came out of Sally's, I don't know how the door went whoosh. I opened the door and it sliced my second toe wide open. I had to get 5 stitches. It was a bloody mess. My homegirls rushed me to the ER. I already told you I got the 5 stitches. I was in a lot of pain. It's still painful right now. But Sunday night, they gave me a pain pill to pop. I popped it, and I was woozy and sleep. Like, I just wanted... So I didn't even watch The Real Housewives of Potomac until last night, because yesterday I was working from home and just trying to fight through the pain and get my work done. And I think I took some ibuprofens and I was just watching TV, so I didn't have time. I just wasn't up to doing a video yesterday after I watched it. Today on my break, I'm getting it done. I'm getting it out. This episode of Potomac didn't give quite too much anyway. It's kind of a build up for the season, and I'm still, I'm here for it. I'm riding with Potomac. So let's just jump right into it. But that's why I'm late, y'all. I'm sorry. I promise next week I'll be on time. Also, another little gift my best friend gave me for my birthday. My birthday was last week. She got me these little lips, and she was like, throw those in your videos. It's supposed to represent Kiss My Cheeks TV. I think it's really cute. I don't have a true actual studio setup yet. Maybe once the teenager is off to college, I can do a little something with an extra room. But for right now, the kiss is there. Kiss My Cheeks TV. I love it. Go ahead, and while I'm shouting out Kiss My Cheeks TV, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. That's my Twitter name, at Kiss My Cheeks TV. And on Instagram is kiss_my_cheeks78. Instagram, I guess you know how Instagram is. Anyway, moving on. Real Housewives of Potomac. It started out very like a lot of weird moans, sexual moans. And I'm like, what is going on with Karen? And they flash, because we see Ray, and you just hear all these moans and groans. And Karen is down in the basement doing crunches with her trainer, and I'm like, come on, girl. You ain't even got an ounce of sweat to be groaning that hard. I could tell you some groans and some workouts, and you will be drenched. You wasn't doing nothing, girl, but you was cute. But calm the acting down. Anyway, Karen was moaning and groaning so much, Ray had to come downstairs and be like, you good? Like, you really working it, girl, huh? Like, what's going on down here? That was funny to me. The way Karen was moaning and groaning, I was like, you sure Monique is the one with some rumors with a trainer? Okay, we gonna get into that. Then Karen is upstairs and she's offering to make Ray coffee, and Ray is just looking at his phone paying Karen dust. A very uncomfortable marriage scene that I don't want to see. I don't want to see the breakdown of Karen and Ray. I don't care if it is truly a real life breakdown. I don't want to see it. I like Karen and Ray. Girl, you married that man 17 years older than you. You knew what it was when you did it. Roll with it. Go talk to your girl Nene. She did the same thing, and she going through the same thing. That's your husband. He was there for you. You got to be there for him. Moving on. So, as Giselle would say, hell has frozen over because she wants to make amends with Monique. I really honestly don't know why they don't fool with each other. It always seemed like Giselle was a Monique hater. Giselle was jealous of Monique and her 4 homes, and she just never really saw it for her. And then I guess Monique was over it that one year, and when her man was on the show and was like, that's what he was doing in the park. And so Monique actually gave Giselle a reason to hate her. And that's what you have to do. You can't give people, when people over there and they BS, just let them be over there. Don't give them a reason. Because now Giselle could be like, well, you did this to me, when you have the upper hand because you never did nothing to her. But moving on, that's a couple of seasons ago. They want to drop it. Bury the hatchet. They want to be cool, and as Giselle can say, we want to kiki. I don't know why they got a kiki. I would settle for, let's just be cordial on the TV show. Like, when we're together, let's not argue, let's not fight. But we ain't gotta go hang out because it looks fake. Every time I see Giselle and Monique this, excuse me, hiccup, episode in a one-on-one, want to kiki fashion, it looks fake. And it seems fake because they start to bring up the rumors about why was Charisse at Ashley's party? When did Ashley and Charisse become cool? And I was thinking too, I was like, yeah, that does make sense, because Giselle was like, if it was my party, Charisse, that's my girl, she would have been there. And Monique was like, yeah, I understand that, but Ashley and Charisse aren't cool. She wasn't a +1. She was invited to the party. And so now Monique is like, is Ashley, plotting behind my back with my enemy? She know these rumors that Charisse put out there. And so in the confessionals, the producers are like, well, what was the rumors? And Monique was like, it's too much for me and my husband. I'm not even going to speak it. And I'm like, girl, you might as well speak it, because somebody else will. And bam, your new BFF, your Kiki buddy, was quick to tell the producers, which might as well be America, all your business from the rumors that Charisse is spreading in these streets. Because, Charisse probably told her first. So, and she didn't, and the way Giselle said it, she didn't say it like it was a rumor. She was like, everybody in the streets know, everybody talking about it. So, anyway, the tea is that apparently Monique and her trainer was fooling around, and they were so comfortable with whatever they had going on the down low that they start going out in public. I guess maybe out to the store, out to, I don't know where. They just were spotted out in the streets, and it was a big deal for Chris Samuels, as Giselle will call him Big Boy, and Monique has already said he hates being called Big Boy, so respect him, call him by his name, Chris. And it was a big deal in her household. Now, to me, when I look at Monique and I look at Chris, I don't see any flaws. Like, I see a happy family, a loving marriage. He's always very romantic and supportive of her. And of course, people always gonna put their best foot out there on social media. Most people don't put their business in the street. So, because I love the Samuels so much, it's hard for me to believe this rumor. Like, I just can't ever see Monique wanting to step out on her husband when it seems like he's very loving, providing. She has everything she can ever want or need. She has all these beautiful children. They do so much. If you ever follow her on her Instagram, it's just so cute to see their day-to-day life, her family. It is so cute. So it's hard for me to believe. Like, I don't believe Monique ever stepped out on her husband. I don't believe it. Now, I also just don't know. Now, the way Monique said it was like, it was really hard, a hard time for my family, these rumors. It makes me seem like it has to be maybe a smidgen of truth. Like, maybe Monique and her trainer are cool. Like, I have been cool with some of my trainers, and we might go to the GNC or, a workout at the house or something like that. Like, I don't know. But maybe just the closeness, and then your husband hear some rumors and be like, well, what's going on? Like, I don't know. I don't believe it's true. I do believe Charisse is a very nasty, bitter person. It seemed like whenever her husband left her, she just want everybody to be miserable. She came for Giselle. Yeah, she came for Giselle at one point. I don't understand why her and Giselle are even still friends, when Charisse was the one who brought that Kendall girl around to hurt Giselle, because Giselle made that fireman joke. Birds of a feather. That's the only thing I could think. But anyway, later on in the episode, Giselle tells Monique that Ashley told her Oh, it's a lot. That Sharice said Candace reached out to her and wanted to become friends with Sharice, I guess for the purpose to irritate Monique. I don't understand why, if, now correct me on the timeline, if at the reunion you and Monique made up, y'all good, y'all want to work on a friendship, and they have all these pictures that say 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, where y'all cool in pictures together, why are you trying to befriend Sharice? We're gonna get to that at the end of the video. I just want to know some more of the timeline, because if she befriended Sharice before the reunion, you know, to try to hurt Monique or whatever, and then after the reunion went down, why would you continue? If you say you want to be cool with someone, why you want to continue with your plot? I just don't. I would never trust Candace. But moving on, what happened next? Ashley had a little segment with her breastfeeding coach, who was really showing her how to squeeze and latch on and all that good stuff. I'm sure that will help some new moms, but I'm so far removed. Anyway, next we have a good scene with Candace and Wendy, and we finally get a good, what?
I'm ready. That's it anyway.
It ain't time to go.
You said 1:30 is when they open up. I told you we need to be there so I can get back.
It only takes 20 minutes to get there. Can you wait till I finish this video? I'm sorry. Anyway, they finally give Wendy a good package of coming on the show, of showing all her accolades, showing her family. She's a news commentator, a professor. She has her doctorate degree. Like, Wendy got it going on. I really like Wendy. I think I really am going to like her on the show, because I'm happy to see someone accomplished and not someone who just got some kids and need a check. Have some kids by somebody famous and need a check. I'm just happy to see a different type of woman. I just don't like to see such a I hope she doesn't jump down in the mud of the people who need the check, and can stay in the lane of the people who is doing this for entertainment, doing this for fun. We ain't getting down in the mud, getting down and dirty, talking about your husband, bringing up all your dirt and all this because I need to do whatever I got to do to stay on this show because I got a mortgage to pay. You seem like you got the money part under control. You just here documenting your life. I want to see that part of Wendy. Let's move on. That video of Wendy walking out of the hospital and tossing her hair in that cute little sundress. Yes, ma'am. They had to roll me up out of that hospital now. And that was 17 years ago. They had to... She said that was her third, so she said it only took 4 pushes. It was traumatic for me. They had to roll me up out of there, help me into the car. Wendy, you had it going on, but let's move on from that. I don't care nothing about Candace being on the fence, should she or should she not have a baby, until she can apologize to Ashley. Like, that'll be later on in this review. But until then, I don't care nothing about Candace wanting to have no baby. All I can say is your mama did screw you up, girl. And I don't know who, especially after seeing your mama on this show treat you the way she treats you, who is she counseling? Who can take any kind of advice, professional mental advice from your mama? I just don't get it, but let's move on. Dr. Wendy says she's known Karen for 2 years, and she don't understand why every time she gets introduced to Karen, she says, "Nice to meet you." Karen just being grand. I don't want to see another Nene and Phaedra. Like, bitch, you do know me, and I don't know you like that. Like, girl, let's not make that a storyline. I'm gonna fast forward through Giselle and Juan, because as soon as they were talking about this Robin, know you here, I already knew where the conversation was gonna go. And it took too damn long. Like, I really, in real life, let's put reality TV life on the side. I don't think in real life Juan would ever need to call any of Robin's friends to help him purchase a ring or talk about getting engaged. He's been married to this woman before. If it wasn't for this show, and I do believe their love is real, but I feel like what they're doing is for the show. I feel like outside of this show, Juan would have went and got Robin a ring, proposed, and would have been all good. But I'm not going to fast forward. I'm not going to watch the get down of it. Candace and her negative baby test, bye. Fast forward. Let's go ahead and get to this dinner because not too much really happened. They were making jokes, you know, Giselle and Monique making butter knife jokes, and I'm like, ugh. I don't know. It's cringeworthy to see Giselle and Monique. Like, I just would rather them both show up to the dinner and speak politely to each other. But it's going to be hard watching them try to be friends. And then we already know at the end of the season, Giselle is going to be the main one who doesn't want to film with you and would like for you to be kicked off the show. Side note, I did write a side note because everyone is showing up. When Candace showed up, I said, yes, ma'am. Candace looked good. That hair she had on, that's your color. She always wears that color. But that was seasons past. Candace's wigs look more on the cheap side. This season, she got some good quality hair. It doesn't look frizzy. It doesn't look synthetic. It doesn't look lumpy, humpy, and bumpy. Every scene I've seen Candace in this entire episode, she was slayed down. She outdressed everyone at that dinner. It ain't too hard to outdress Giselle. But, like, her confessional, that confessional with that puffy off the shoulder look with the bob, Candace is doing the damn thing. Her makeup is always beat. Like, I've always liked her makeup, but I had to give her a shout out for that because Candace looked good this episode. I didn't like Monique's fashions at this dinner. Like, she had on a shimmery, shaky gold skirt with just a top, and I was like, Monique usually slays in the dress department, but it looked like she'd been over there in Giselle's closet. That's why you don't need to be friends with her. Let Robin and Giselle look a hot ass mess by their damn self, because where was Giselle going? Like, she was up in Angel's closet, her daughter, with a big old sequins kiss and booty shorts. Where were you going, Giselle? Moving on. So at first, you know, was the dinner for? Ashley. Ashley finally gets there and like, hey, Ashley is here. We happy you out the house. And they talk about being moms. And then Ashley gives us too much information talking about she got a tear in her butthole. And she started talking about having a poop. And it was like, we ain't got to hear no more. We get it. We get the tear in the butthole. But if you had your baby 3 months ago, you should have been got that stitched up. Matter of fact, I didn't have a tear in my butthole. This probably going to be too much information, but when you push a big old baby out a hole like this, you might have a little tear, and they stitched it up right then and there. Like, I didn't have to go home and realize anything. Like, it damn sure wouldn't take me 3 months to go get no tear fixed, because it has to be painful for 3 months using the restroom. Moving on. Now it's time for this apology, and I do agree that Candace owes Ashley an apology for last season. It was just team too much. And I think I explained that in video 1, why we all with common sense can see why an apology is needed. But I don't think Candace is ever going to do it, because she's like, I feel like I shouldn't have to do it with the audience. I'd rather talk to you personally. And Candace made a point, like, you had an audience while you was dragging me. And I agree. Every time you wanted to talk about, well, why is Ashley drinking? And she said she's going to have a baby. They don't really like, you was dragging her and saying her tears at what was called the rainbow party was fake. And Michael's tears were fake, because she was drinking and really ain't want. You owe the child an apology. And every time you did it in front of an audience. So you should publicly just say, Ashley, girl, I'm sorry. And move on. You ain't really got to mean it. Just to dead the issue. Just say, Ashley, girl, I know I was on team too much. I'm sorry. But Candace isn't going to do that. And at some point now, Robin is yelling at Candace. And even Monique is chiming in like, I think you owe an apology. And so Candace is like, and then here's Karen, I don't believe in the gangbang. It wasn't that deep. Like, it was only that side of the table. But it did turn into a Candace owes Ashley an apology dinner. And then it kind of went off. And we'll see. At some moment, this is before the apology thing, the Charisse came up as a topic of conversation, and Candace was like, I didn't know you and Charisse even have a beef. And everyone was like, everyone in Potomac knows. They was like, everyone in this circle has heard the rumors and they know Monique and Charisse have a beef. So don't play that, Candace. And then Candace was like, you want to talk about it? And Monique was like, I'll talk to you later about it. You know, let's not talk about that right now. Which at this moment did not deserve a public discussion. But now Candace in her confession was like, oh, I guess now me and Monique got beef. So this must be the beginning of the beef that's going to lead up to this fight. It's very unfortunate that these two women could not get along, but we shall see. Anyway, you all, as you can see early in this video, I gotta go. It's something I gotta do at the high school real quick. And since my toe is hurt, it's my driving toe, I can't drive. So I gotta rely on my husband to drive me. He's ready to go because he gotta get back. So I gotta go too. So I will see you all next week for episode 3. And I will talk to you all later. Get in the comments, like, comment, share. Bye.